my vlogs first thing in the morning. Like if I'm gonna vlog a day, I start in the morning, vlog the entire day, maybe vlog the next day, and that's usually a video. But today is Monday. Mondays I usually reserve for doing like computer work in the morning. So I'll edit my YouTube video that goes up on Tuesday. I'll do like the thumbnail, emails, all that type of stuff. And very rarely do I sew on Mondays, but I have a very short week this week because I'm heading out of town on Thursday. And also, if you've been keeping up with the vlogs, I recently launched a collection and I got some orders. I started making them in the last vlog, but I had run out of clothing tags and I ordered these tags over a month ago, and for whatever reason they were super delayed. I've ordered from the same company for the last 5 years of running my business and it's never taken this long, so it must have been just like, I don't know, a blip in their system, because genuinely this has never happened to me with them. But finally got my tags in so I can actually finish up all the orders that I was making in the last vlog and a few other ones that I have to make this week. I also have some inventory I want to take to Atlas, which is the retailer that I'm in. So just a lot of production that needs to go on in the next 2.5 days before I head out of town for the weekend. So that was the very long-winded explanation as to why I'm starting this vlog at 3 p.m. on a Monday instead of my usual 9 a.m. Let me show you guys what we have to work on. So first things first, we've got a silver Megan dress. This one's fully done. I just need to attach the tag onto it and then it'll be literally fully done. That'll be first because I have white thread on my sewing machine right now, which is what I use for that. Next, I have all of these dresses that also just need the tags put on them. All of them are also done. They're the green Megan dresses, but they just need their tags on them. So I'm gonna do these after so we can fully kind of check things off the list as we go. I then have this Sadie top that needs to be finished and this Sadie top that needs to be finished. And that might be all we do for today. If I end up finishing everything kind of quickly, then I do have a couple other orders to start cutting out. But this is what I want to start with today, just to start really checking things off the list. These dresses are going to be going to Atlas, which is why I just want to get them done so I can go to the store at some point this week and drop them off. And then this top is also going to go to Atlas. So again, just want to check things off the list fully so that I can drop these off this week before I head out of town, because I haven't taken new inventory there in a hot minute, and I had my biggest month with them last month in June, so that also means that I just don't have as much inventory there right now, which means they need more. So I really need to get going on all this, hence why I'm just gonna sew today, even though I get really thrown off if I don't start sewing in the mornings. It's very out of character for me to sew on a Monday or to sew halfway through the day, but we gotta do what we gotta do to get things done. So let's start tags first. Okay, I just finished everything. So this one is an order that I'm going to be sending out this week, probably tomorrow, because I have another order that I'm going to send out. And then these are all going to Atlas. So I have the other Sadie top here. And then I also had a Sadie mini dress that I needed to finish. So that's also going. Then I have a few of the green Megan dresses and a silver Megan dress. I haven't made a pink one yet to take, but depending on how much time we have later this week, I might make one. But I will be taking these for now at some point this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. But I'm feeling good about it. I have one more order that I need to make, but I need to see if I have the pattern made for it yet. It's like 4:35-ish right now. So I'm gonna take a break from working because I have been working all morning into the afternoon, and I still need to finish up like my thumbnail for my YouTube video and a few other computer work things. TBD if I update you guys tonight or we just start fresh tomorrow. We'll see you in the next clip. It's the next day and we're starting again halfway through the day because this morning I went to the fashion district to pick up some fabrics. I have a custom order that I need to work on, and then I also had a custom Sadie maxi dress color that I got an order for. So for some of my pieces on my website, I have like customizable options, which I'm still toying with how to like go about it, because when I first launched like the Sadie dress and the Sadie top and whatever, I wanted to do custom colors so that I could feel out what colors people actually wanted the most and then get a big roll of that. So black was a really common one that I kept getting asked about, so I got a big roll of black fabric. And I want to kind of have set colors that people choose from, but also I like the idea of custom colors because if you're gonna buy something that is slow fashion that you want to wear forever and ever, like I want it to be a color that is true to you. Like if you love the Sadie dress, but you are not gonna wear it in black and you're not gonna wear it in the cream color that I have as well, but you really want that dress just in a different color, like I want to be able to provide that. So I haven't done a great job of marketing it because I'm still trying to figure out what the best like way to go about it is. But anyway, one of my customers asked me if she could get the Sadie maxi dress in a brown, and I told her yes. So I went and picked that up this morning. So I've got that. The only thing about doing custom colors like that is that it's not going to be dead stock fabric. It's just going to be fabric from the fashion district downtown, which is not particularly sustainable. But given the current situation in LA, all of those businesses are really hurting right now. And I've genuinely never seen the fashion district so empty over the last like month or so. Every time I've gone, so empty, very few street vendors. Usually it's like loud and there's music and there's street vendors on every corner, and lately it's just been really empty and really quiet. And so personally, I don't mind buying fabrics there if it's not quote unquote sustainable, because it's still a small business, it's local, and it's helping the community. So I'm not mad about it, but I just don't like to advertise it so much because as a sustainable brand, it doesn't really scream sustainable. So I don't know, I'm still trying to figure that bit out. But I also went and picked up fabric for a custom order. I'm making the 13 going on 30 dress, but we're doing slightly different colors, like the same kind of color palette, slightly muted. And this one is going to be a plus size order as well, which is why she wanted it custom, because she said she just couldn't find anything that wasn't super cheap looking that also was in her size. So I picked up colors for that. So I have made the pattern earlier today for the skirt bit. So I think I'm gonna cut those out. I haven't done the pattern for the top yet. I asked her for one more measurement for it, but she doesn't want to do cutouts for it, so we're not going to mess with that. It's going to be a pretty like simple kind of bandeau style top. And then for the skirt, we're going to make it more of a circle skirt because she didn't want it to be tight. She wanted a little bit more volume, so that is what we're going to go for. But yeah, I made basically a circle skirt pattern and then cut it into sections for each of the colors, and hopefully it all aligns the way I think it will in my head. For the purpley color, we're going with this kind of more muted pinky. It looks more pink on camera. It's more like mauvey purpley in real life. I guess it's kind of pinky, I don't know. Anyway, we're doing that. The only downside to making a dress like this is that I had to buy 1 yard of each fabric, because most of these stores don't do half yards. I'm just gonna have a lot of leftover, but I think I'm just gonna try to make like one Sadie top of each of these colors and just take it to Atlas, because they've liked the colored Sadie tops so far. Those have sold well, so I might do that. I'm still toying around with the idea of doing more flea markets and pop-ups, but I just don't think I have time the rest of the summer. But I do think for like early fall, like September, October, I want to do some. Just because honestly, that's like prime time in LA, because August gets super hot and flea markets are like unbearable in the heat. So I don't think that's like the best time of year for that. Late September into October, once it cools down a little bit, it's like perfect weather in LA, and it's the best flea market weather. So I do think I'm gonna try to do some there. All that to say is that if I make one-off tops with all the leftover fabrics of this, I think I'm just gonna either take them to Atlas or kind of just make stock for possible markets and stuff in the future. So I haven't done a custom order in a hot minute because of a few reasons. One, I have gotten so many requests to recreate things, and I'm trying to really stray away from that. I don't want to be known for recreating outfits. I think it was one thing to do it for the Eras tour when it was just like, I don't know, a very specific like time period and thing that was going on. But now that I'm like back into collections and being a designer, I don't mind doing custom orders. Like I want to do them, they're so fun, but I want them to be custom orders. I don't want to be someone that recreates, because then if I make a video about me recreating things, then I just get more influx orders of, can you recreate this or that? And I don't like to. So this might be the last thing I ever recreate in that sense. This one I didn't mind because it was for a themed birthday party. So it's like, I don't know, if it's something like a costume, like for Halloween or whatever, like no doll, recreate it because it's a costume kind of. But I don't want to be known to recreate just like other kind of more normal clothes, if that makes sense. So I haven't taken on too many custom orders because I feel like all the ones I've been getting have just been recreations of things, and I just am trying to stray away from that. So that's that. This pink is going to be a really cute little Sadie top though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to cut out the rest of the colors really quick for this skirt, and then we can start putting it together. I just put together the entire skirt and I actually think it looks so good. Oh, it's so hard to tell when you're making this pattern, like if the colors are gonna look right, if all of the like stripes of it are gonna look right. But I think I did a good job. I feel like you can tell that it's supposed to be this dress, which is the goal. Obviously we did a very different like kind of purple than the original one. The original one has like it has two different colors of purple. It has like a lighter one and a darker one. The rest of the colors we did pretty similar, but yeah, I feel like this is gonna be so cute. I'm still waiting on measurements for part of the chest piece, but once I get that, I'll finish it up, which might be early next week. But I just wanted to get this started and assembled. This specific like skirt part I was the most worried about, just because I'm such a visual person that I have a hard time conceptualizing if it's gonna look good before I've actually made it. So I just needed to make it so that I knew that it was actually going to work the way I intended it to in my head. So we got that basically out of the way. I think I'm gonna start with the Sadie custom order as well that I have. Where did I put? Oh, the brown maxi one, or at least like start getting it cut out. The orders on my website have a 2 to 4 week lead time, so it's not like I have to send them out right away. Like this was an order from maybe a few days ago, last week. Like it's not like I have to get it out ASAP, but I do like to try to get things kind of moving a little bit quicker. So I might start on that. I think I got way more fabric than I needed, so I think I'm also gonna make extra like Sadie tops or whatever with this fabric, which I'm not mad about, but I'm personally not really a brown kind of girl, so it feels very off-brand for me personally. But I know the girlies love brown, so hopefully there's a girly out there that will love it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna at least get it cut out and get that kind of situated. I'm gonna start sewing this together, but my latest life hack that I don't know why it took me this long to realize is that when you're serging something, you don't have to match every single thread to the fabric. The only one that matters is the outermost one, which it's not like you really see it, but if you were to open the seam a little bit, it's like you can kind of see the color of the thread sometimes peeking through. You just need to match that thread. The other ones are on the inside, so it doesn't matter, like you can't see them. So you don't need to buy like 4 spools of brown thread for brown fabric. You just need one for the outer layer. So I have brown out here and then black for the other ones because you can't tell. Because otherwise it's such a waste of thread if you're not using that color a lot. So great life hack. I'm gonna start putting this together. I think it's gonna be so pretty and so cute. I think we can probably finish this one today. I'm gonna aim for that so that I can fully check it off the list, because as I said, I'm going out of town on Thursday. It's Tuesday, so I think I'll just feel better if I get everything checked off the list. So when I come back from my trip, then I can just have like a clean slate of new things to work on. So let's get sewing. I did officially finish the full dress. Look how cute it is. It's maxi, so all the way down, fully ready to be sent out. I have a few orders that I need to send out, but I haven't packaged them up just yet. So maybe we'll do that and drop them off either today or tomorrow, but at least get them ready and packaged up. I have one more order I need to make from launch week, but I think I'm just gonna do that one next week when I'm back from my trip. If not, maybe tomorrow if I have time. I don't know what tomorrow's looking like for me just yet, but feeling good about getting that done, feel productive. I decided to actually work on my line sheet that I need to send to Atlas, which is basically just a sheet that tells them everything I'm bringing, all the sizes, the name of the items, how much they cost, that type of stuff, so they can obviously have it in their system. I have my own personal spreadsheet with my like inventory trackers so that I remember everything I've taken over there and like what has sold, what I need to like bring back in because it's sold, what more I could bring in, that type of stuff. So that's like all in here. And then on this side is where I'm actually going to do the line sheet itself. So basically I put a picture of the item, I have the name of it, price, and then what sizes I'm bringing. So I'm bringing in the black Sadie top, green Megan dresses, a silver Megan dress, and a black Sadie mini dress. And then also a couple of the white lounge sets. I'm gonna just test those pieces out, see how they do. If like the Megan dresses do well, maybe I'll make some of the pink ones to also bring over or make more of the silver ones. Same with like the sets, like I just need to play around with it. I know my sizing for these pieces isn't that great. But for the Sadie tops, I've been using scraps of previous fabrics. When you're using scraps in really small pieces, it just makes more sense to do smaller sizes. So it's not ideal, but that's just like the samples that I currently have. Obviously, again, as they start selling more and more, it makes more sense for me to start bringing in more. I also have pretty limited rack space, and this is my last month with the amount of rack space I currently have. I downsized for the next 6 months because I'm still trying to figure out what pieces sell best, what makes the most sense for in-person shopping. And the way Atlas works is that you basically pay a monthly fee to be there depending on the amount of space that you have in store. So you can buy a small percentage of a rack, a full rack, half a rack, 2 racks. Like, it just depends on how much space you want. And then they don't actually take any commission at all. You're just paying like a base price monthly. And so some months it evens out really well, other months not as much. And so I just wanted to downsize how much I'm paying per month a little bit, but still have my stuff there. So I'm gonna have less stuff next month, so starting in August. So this month I just really want to put as many things on the rack as possible, feel out what does best. That way I can really curate my rack for the next 6 months. That's what I'm currently thinking. It's definitely been a process to figure out what does well in retail, especially like at this very specific mall and with the other brands that are there, what the vibe is, all of that type of stuff. There's certain things that I thought would do super well that haven't necessarily, other things that I was kind of surprised did well. I've gotten orders online from Atlas. So somebody ordered the Michelle corset because they saw it in stores but it wasn't their size, and so they ordered it on my website and they emailed me about it. So it actually has been really, really good for me, but it has been a lot of trial and error to really see what makes sense. And I think especially now that I finally, you know, I'm launching collections again, everything makes sense on my socials, whatever, all of that kind of aligns more. It has translated to Atlas as well. And like this past month has been the highest month I've had with them. It's also been the highest month I've had on my actual website and just in general. So it just makes sense that like little by little things are aligning, but it has taken me, what, 5 months to figure that out. So there's a lot of trial and error, but we've managed so far. So I'm gonna send this over to them and get everything prepped to take it all there tomorrow. Basically all I have to do is put my tags on them. So I have these cute little tags. They have my name and a cute picture of me, and then the inside has more info about the brand itself. Like if you don't find your size, we do custom orders, and then a picture of me sewing so people can see like who makes the clothing. And then on the back is my socials and contact and all that type of stuff. So that is the tag that I put on them, and then obviously they put the actual price tags on everything and get that. But yeah, I'm gonna send this over and get everything prepped for them. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. It's about 11 a.m. I've been working on stuff for my part-time job this morning. I haven't had much to update you guys on, but all of my styles got approved at Atlas. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday, but they do technically have to approve every like new thing I bring, though they've never not approved anything, so I never worry about it. But I did get their approval, so everything is currently ready to go. I added the little tags to everything here, and I'm gonna take it over there today. And then I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm gonna be taking out some of the stuff that hasn't sold as well, and then I'll probably just put that on my website, maybe as like sample sale and just like discount it, or I might save it because I do want to do more pop-ups and flea markets later in the year when it's like past peak summer, because it's just so brutal to sit out in the heat all day. So I might save some of that stuff to do in-person pop-ups and then discount it there, but we'll see. Not sure about that yet. But I did package up a couple of the orders that I finished this week, so I'll be taking those. I have one more to package up, but I always obviously like to make content with everything that I do. I know a lot of you guys have asked me to do videos on like how I batch my content and how I plan my content for a month and how I'm so consistent with it. But my biggest tip with it is film everything you do. Like me making an order, film it. Packaging orders, film it. Taking stuff to Atlas, I'm gonna film it. Basically anything you do can be content. You just have to be conscious of filming it. And a lot of the times I just get B-roll. I'm not actively thinking like, oh, this is gonna be this exact video and I'm gonna put this caption over it, whatever. A lot of times I'm just filming to film and then I piece it together afterwards. But there's a few specific kind of formulas that I do repeat. Lately, I have been liking doing like orders I sent out this week and showing a few different ones, whether it's me talking to camera and like holding them up and being like, oh, this one's going here, whatever. I feel like it creates that like trust with customers of like, hey, other people are buying, these things are being sold. Sometimes I feel like if you're just constantly marketing, you're not showing kind of that proof of customers, because you don't always get pictures of people actually wearing your stuff. So this is another way to kind of show that like proof as a business. So that's kind of a way I've been doing that. I have been filming all my latest orders in a different type of video that I'm going to edit together, of kind of just laying all the orders out and being like, this is what this person ordered, whatever. So that's one of the formulas I like to follow. I'm going to film another one specifically for the brown maxi Sadie dress, since that's kind of like a customizable option. I want to show like, this is what a customer got. She got the Sadie dress. You can get it in black or cream on my website, but you can also do custom colors and kind of talk my way through that. So that's another kind of formula. Obviously for a lot of the pieces, I do like make an order with me, so I'll film myself cutting, sewing, and then packaging the order, and that's a whole video in itself. And then when I take stuff to Atlas, I like to do a show and tell as well, like talk to Cam and be like, these are the new pieces I'm bringing, like if you're in LA you can shop them, and then I'll go one by one and show everything that I'm bringing. So those are kind of specific formulas I have in place of things that I already naturally do in a business, so I just have to film it, because I think it's really overwhelming to just think of things you have to film, or be like, oh, I should film this, I should film that, or kind of have, I don't know, specific ideas in your head and then think about filming it. I work so much better in just having a lot of content and then piecing it together afterwards, because I just find it to be too much if I'm constantly thinking of content ideas that I need to film and need to do that. Obviously sometimes there's things that I'm like, oh, this would be good to film, but I don't pre-plan everything. There's just like specific little formulas and things that I use, but my main tip is to just film everything. All that to say is that I need to get dressed so I can film the Maxi Sadie dress video, and then the like what I'm taking to Atlas video. And then I told them at Atlas that I was gonna stop by around 1-ish today, so it's about 11-ish. I'm gonna film all of that, get ready, eat lunch, and then we'll head to Atlas, drop off these packages at the post office as well, and then finish off the workday here. That is the goal. I don't know what I want to wear today. I just got my period and I'm so unwell, so I just want to be comfy, but I also keep trying to be like cute in these videos, but I can't always wear something that I've made because I don't want to. Although I guess I could do my patchwork top moment, because that's kind of cute and comfy for today. And I'll just do shorts or pants or something. I don't think I want to wear the actual matching bottoms because I'm bloated and it's like a tight set. It's a comfortable set, so it's not that it would be uncomfortable. I just don't want to be in super tight fitting pants right now. So we'll do a top, and I don't know if I have any denim shorts that are clean. I wonder if I have, hold on. We'll do athletic shorts with it. I don't know if that's a weird comp. You know what? I don't really care. I just need to be comfortable right now. We are dressed. I'm gonna film my Atlas video first. I always do it just against like my white closet doors. I feel like it's the most neutral background I have. And let's see if I can get this on the first try, or how many tries it actually takes me. It's a quite humbling experience. Camera died as I was mid-filming that, so probably a good thing because that took me way longer than it should have. Sometimes when I don't have a script, I either say things absolutely perfectly, or it takes me literally 30 times to say one sentence. There is no in between. And I fear this time it was 30 times for one sentence. So we've got 2 more videos out of the way, and it probably only took me realistically like 15 minutes to film both of those, and that's 2 videos right there. And then usually when I go into Atlas, I'll also take videos of what I have there and kind of do a like things you can buy right now. But I did do that last week when I went. I don't think there's much of an update for me to really be doing that this time around, because obviously they don't put the stuff out on the racks until either later that day or the next day, because they have to properly tag everything and make sure everything is accounted for. It's not immediate, but I'll probably go back at some point in the next couple of weeks to make another video now showing everything that's there, and also probably bring some more stuff, because I want to bring the pink sets and I want to bring the pink Megan dress as well. I don't know why I didn't do either of the pinks. That was not intentional. Anyway, I'm gonna package this up so that we can get this ready to be sent out as well. Cute. If you've been keeping up with the last few videos, obviously I've been doing kind of like a big rebranding with my brand and kind of upgrading things and just like tweaking little things that I've been wanting to kind of upgrade, I guess. And one of the things that is next on my list soon, hopefully, is rebranding my packaging. I used to have poly mailers that were maybe like the 4th of this size, like you know, this kind of size, that work perfectly for basically all of my pieces. And then I bought these bigger ones just for people that bought multiple pieces, or you know, whenever things were bigger orders. I ran out of my normal poly mailers forever ago, but I have so many of these that it just feels dumb to buy new polo mailers when I can just use these. But these are annoying because I have to fold them down so much, and so they don't look very cute. I really want to upgrade my packaging. I really want to get custom packaging, and nothing like crazy. I don't think I would do boxes yet. I want to do those like paper polymailers, like the thicker, almost like cardboardy polymailers, and just have some sort of logo on it, because I just do think it adds to the whole experience when the packaging is cute. But again, keeping it low maintenance and sustainable, but it just would be nice to have that, because then when I share like these are the packages I'm setting up, they don't look cute when it looks like this, you know what I mean? And like this one is like, again, one of these big packages just like folded over a million times, so it's not super cute. I have these smaller ones that are nice for, again, smaller orders, accessories and stuff, but my next upgrade hopefully is packaging, but it's just so expensive because you have to bulk order it, and it's one of those things you buy like maybe once a year or however often, but it is a really big expense, low-key. And I'm just not at a point where I want to do that yet, because it's not, again, super necessary. Like, I can make do with these bigger ones. They're just not ideal, right? But like, I can make do. It's not a necessity yet, and I'm trying to be better about categorizing things as wants versus needs, because I feel like this is truly just a want, not a need right now. Like, would it make things look cuter? Yes, but is it an absolutely necessary expense? No. So that is that. I'm gonna print out the label for this, and then that'll be ready to go. I'm gonna eat, and then we'll head out. We're gonna go to the mall first because I'm already running a little bit late. Not that I have to be there at a specific time, but I did tell them I would try to be there around 1. So we're gonna head there first, and then on the way back, we'll stop by the post office, drop that off. I just parked, and if you know anything about this parking lot, usually it's impossible to find a spot and then find your spot once you're coming back down to like get out of here. Like, it's just an awful setup, but found a spot. It's usually not that difficult during the week, I will say, but it's always so funny. I forget that people work around this area, and so around this time, like lunchtime, on the streets, you just see a bunch of people dressed in their corporate little outfits going to lunch, and I always forget that maybe I should dress the part so I don't stick out like a sore thumb when I'm here, because it's all these men in suits and like women in their like nice button-ups and corporate outfits, and then I show up like this. Clearly, I'm not coming from my corporate job, but it's just so funny, like the contrast. I forget that people work in the buildings that surround here and then like come over here to the mall for lunch and stuff. So I've got all my stuff here. I'm gonna bring it up, and then yeah, we'll bring some stuff back. Maybe I'll get some clips there, maybe I won't. Sometimes the store is so like quiet during the week that I just feel so awkward filming in there, so TBD if I get any footage, but we shall see. I'm definitely not bringing the camera though. Bag is secured. I traded out some stuff that just hasn't really sold as well there to make space for some new stuff. So I'm excited to see the new stuff hit the racks soon. Nicole's already getting on it, so love that. I'm actually gonna get gas and then stop by the post office to drop these off because I'm running low on gas, and not that I'm really going anywhere because I'm going out of town tomorrow, but I am leaving my car at the airport and I just don't want to have it nearly on empty when it's there. So I am going to get gas, stop by the post office, because they're right next to each other, and then we'll go home and finish our work day.